bit different. Because this is immigration. Why don't we go to Charlotte? Because I understand you've got a couple of migrants or recently arrived, perhaps, Charlotte, in the house tonight?
Yes. Tell me your name and when you moved to New Zealand.
Hi, my name is Aida Tabasuli. I came from Iran from Iran in 1998.
And what brought you here? Was it a job?
I came as an international student. I did computer science and I worked for a few years in the IT industry and then came back and did accounting and commercial law, and I'm a chartered accountant now.
Congratulations. Does that mean with the new labour rules you potentially wouldn't be allowed in then if you're an international student?
Possibly, yeah, unfortunately.
Right. Wallace, nice way to set
There you
things
go,
up.
Trevor. So under your rules, perhaps this wonderful backbencher attendee would not be here tonight, would not be able to come into the country?
That's it's absolutely untrue. I mean, what we've said is that people are coming in to study at bachelor's level, and I'm certain that was at least the level, are able to come in, so it will not affect them. The people who it will affect, Wallace, are people who are doing shonky courses. I think many of us who live in Wellington and buy their petrol from the only New Zealand-owned petrol station will work their way around, and they will see people with badges which say assistant manager. Those people.
Right.
Hang on. Listen. Those people are people who are in New Zealand, going to tertiary education, and they are getting their visas for being assistant managers of a service station. Sometimes you have 3 of them in the same service station.
Okay,
it's just wrong and shouldn't happen.
Let's jump to Nicola. Obviously pretty passionate here.
Yeah.
What do you make of what Trevor Mallard said right there?
So first of all, I'd say welcome. Welcome to New Zealand, and thank you for working hard here. Thank you for paying tax. Thank you for contributing to our health system, our education system. Thank you for being here and bringing your skills. And to the assistant managers at the petrol station, I would say exactly the same thing. And I think if we're talking about Wellington, let's talk about our politics here. Because we've got Whirireia here and we've got Welltech. And under Labour's policy, those institutions wouldn't be able to continue to take international students for their certificate-level courses because they think certificate-level courses and hospitality and film and some
Nicola, you are better than this. Nicola, you are better than this.
Now, these guys have a history, Wallace.
Nicola, read the policy and don't tell lies.
I know it's an upsetting issue for you guys in your caucus, but you're not fighting in the caucus
No, Nicola, I believe you're better than this, and you should show it.
All right. All I'm going to say is, wow, boom, immigration. Why do we do this? Let's talk to the immigration experts. New Zealand first. Now. You guys are the experts in immigration. I mean, you know everything about the issue. Do you like what Labour's saying?
Well, isn't it? It's just priceless. These
do you like what Labour's saying?
I'm answering the question. These guys 3 years ago, were calling New Zealand First and Winston Peters xenophobic and racist, were saying exactly the same thing that they're saying now.
It's just not true.
It's absolutely true. Since when did Labour ever talk about immigration being a problem and cutting down immigration? Not 6 months ago.
Derek,
but before that, it was a problem.
Is that fair to call Labour racist?
I didn't say that. I said that they were calling New Zealand First and Winston Peters racist, and they have backtracked.
That's a big call.
They have backtracked. Because what they've seen now are the actual facts and the reality of the matter. That what Winston Peters was saying and what New Zealand First was saying was correct for a very, very long time, and we predicted that this was going to be an issue.
All right, let's get into the green. Let's get into the greens here because I haven't. What 72,000 people coming. As an Auckland perspective, the city is bursting at the seams. It's coming to a grinding halt because of the thousands of cars every year because of immigration. It's too much. What are you going to do about it?
You're blaming the wrong people. Like, this is an issue about infrastructure, and when I hear about shonky courses, I hear an issue of privatisation of our education system. I do not hear an issue of immigration, and I think we have to keep our focus.
Do you agree with the Labour policy?
I think that discussion should. I do not believe the discussion should be immigration. I don't. I think we have an international conversation of immigration that is scapegoating good people, and I don't think it's consistent constructive. I think we should focus on infrastructure of having a great education
That's a
system.
good point, Trevor. That's
about-
quite a good point. That's quite a fair point.
No, it's a really good point, and that's why, to focus on the infrastructure, we do have to take a breather. We've got to have a fresh approach. What we've got to do, look, this budget says that we're going to have... says that we're going to have...
We'll come back to you, Trevor.
20,000 more kids in primary schools than last year's budget said in the next 3 years. 20,000 extra. We've got to build those schools. We've got to make sure that the roads are there, the schools are there, the hospitals are there, and just hold back a bit, just a bit on the migration until we can do that.
I want to jump to the audience, but I'll come back on this issue. Charlotte.
Yeah, well, I kind of want to hands up because there's a sign here that says everyone in New Zealand is a migrant. So hands up if you were not born in New Zealand. Yeah, there's quite a few. Oh, yeah. So where were you born?
UK.
And how did you come to New Zealand? Or what brought you here?
Flying, yeah.
Cheeky sods in the audience tonight. What brought you to New Zealand?
I want to work in holiday.
Ah, okay. All right.
I might stay.
Are you going to stay?
I think so.
And is it, what do you think? Should we make our immigration laws tougher here?
I don't know, really. I've not studied them all that much, but maybe...
Are you an assistant manager at a petrol station?
No.
You can stay.
All right. Hey, so Nicola, this we've got to go, but final word to Nicola to get a word in.
Yeah, so when Trevor Mallard was talking about numbers, I think that's really important that people reflect on that, because what I said was that there are polytechs in New Zealand who rely on international students for income, and he said, oh, no, we're not talking about them. There's a pattern here. First it was Chinese-sounding names. Then it was we're going to cut 50,000 people.
Here we go.
Then it was we're going to cut 23,000 people.
Nicola,
and now
you
it's,
sound like
oh, look, we're not talking
Nicola.
about those ones.
All right,
and so the question for Labour is, where do their values lie on this issue? And the values that National has
That's
is,
enough.
let's grow
Yeah.
the economy.
Okay.